Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Jason Hernandez, one of the church elders at Canyon Christian Fellowship. Just getting on here, creating another video here. Hopefully, inspires you. I want to be able to share some good news. So, great news. I got a chance to speak with Pastor, and he is home from the hospital. He's been home for the past couple of days. When you get a chance, give him a call. He loves hearing from you all, and continue to keep him in prayer as he continues to recover fully, but definitely God bless that he's back home with his family and recovering. Um, uh, First and foremost, happy Valentine's Day to all of you. I'll be reading out of Isaiah 4, chapter 43, verses 14 through 21. So I titled, well, this is titled something new. I don't create these. I've kind of go through the verses through Daily Bread has been huge help in finding some verses and reflecting on them. So I highly encourage you if you don't get a copy of the Daily Bread, that's fine. They now have it virtual. You could go online and check it out. I encourage you to go through there. It's been actually quite a blessing to kind of reflect on all these things. This one's Isaiah 43, verses 14 through 21, and it's from the Good News translation. And it reads Israel's holy God, the Lord who saves you, says, to save you, I will send an army against Babylon. I will break down the city gates, and the shouts of her people will turn into crying. I am the Lord, your God, holy God. I created you, Israel, and I am your king. Long ago, the Lord made a road through the sea, a path through the swirling waters. He led a mighty army to destruction, an army of chariots and horses. Down they fell, never to rise, snuffed out like the flame of a lamb. But the Lord says, do not cling to events of the past or dwell on what happened long ago. Watch for the new things I am going to do. It is happening already. You can see it now. I will make a road through the wilderness and give you the streams of water there. Even the wild animals will honor me. Jackals and ostrich will praise me when I make rivers flow in the desert to give water to my chosen people. They are the people I made for myself, and they will sing my praises. That's coming out of Isaiah 43, 14 through 21, the Good News translation. Giving you some context here, obviously there's reference of when Israel got left Egypt, and ended up in the promised land. And obviously, um, when they broke that covenant with God, that's what led to a lot of consequences for them, which eventually captured by the Assyrians, eventually Babylon. And although things aren't looking well at this time for the Israelites, as many of us know, eventually there are other rulers that come in, and the final one are the Romans. And with the Romans coming in, it allows apostles such as uh, uh, Paul to be able to travel across the land and spread the word. Obviously, Israelites didn't know this was the ultimate plan, but I think what I gather from this is the reflection for today is ask God to show you how He is moving in you today. I think it's so important for us to be able to reflect and um, and ask for that. I think sometimes it is very difficult to see in our own lives because of the day to day, the issues that we're battling through right now. The pandemic has done a number on a lot of people, from high unemployment rates to the stresses having to educate their own child at home, the stresses of family members getting sick, ending up in the hospital, whether they're going to be able to see them again. But I think it is important to reflect and ask, how's it moving today? I remember the time when I went for a job interview for a history. Well, I thought I was interviewing for a history position, and the principal said, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I don't need a history teacher, but I think you'd make a great administrator. And I was floored. This was my fourth year of teaching, and this guy says I could be administrator, and I'm thinking to myself, this is This is for older folks that have had the training and years of experience. And this guy's looking through my resume, and he's telling me, look at all these things that you've done. This is all administrative work. And I was floored. I never thought of it that way. And that really helped me open up my eyes and start looking at potential leadership. And, obviously, now I sit as a school principal, but, someone was placed in my life to help guide me to get me there. So that's my reflection for you today. What new thing is God doing in your life today? And how are you using that new thing that He's doing for your life today to touch the lives of other people? That's the important part. So that's the reflection for today. Thank you for listening in. Just a couple reminders. We do utilize Remind to send updates to you all. So there's a couple ways you can do it. Type that in on your web browser, or you could send a text message at CCF 1893 to the number 81010, and you can register on our Remind to receive these messages and other updates. And then the last one, I always get asked, tithes. How can I still send in tithes? As you know, our ministry still continues. Pastor will get back on here doing the messages. Maria does work with the youth as well as with the homeless within our community and neighboring communities. So your tithing is greatly appreciated as it allows us to continue this work. So Zelle is the best way. You could send it at canyonchristianfellowship@gmail.com. Just make sure you put on the memo what's to be used. The other alternative, if you want to send out a check, you can send it directly to me and we'll get it deposited into the church's account. So that's all I got. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Stay safe out there.